Alright guys, it's Ted. God, second time doing this commentary. Biggest fail of my life the first time I did a 12-minute commentary just now. And of course, my mic's not plugged in, so I've been talking to myself in a room alone with nothing recording. So I get to do this wonderful thing again. Okay, guys, it's Ted. I'm doing a setup video, or kind of a setup video, I guess you'd call it. I'm not going to show you my setup yet until I get my my HD camcorder, or whatever the thing's called, flip video. This is going to be like about what my channel is about, I guess you'd say. I post high-scoring gameplay. I get 100-plus games quite frequently, or I'll get extremely high KDR games where everyone rage quits, and I'll post those too. A little bit about myself. I play Black Ops like crazy, man. I get my friends to come over, I'll play it with them, you know. I don't do split screen either because I am kind of a die-hard gamer. Split screen kills my kill-death ratio, but we'll get to that later. I play with friends. If you would love to add me, that'd be great. And I love to add my subscribers. I've gotten a few already that wanted to add me, and I think that's wonderful. But the thing is, guys, I've got a bunch of friends already. I don't want to add crap. I know you've probably got great personalities. It's cool. But I want people that have really good kill-death ratios, too. I prefer 2.0 and higher. I mean, that's really not that hard to get if you're a good player. And anybody with that, at least I know, can understand the basics of the game. That's great, and you'll notice in this game, my teammates aren't really the best. Like, they are my team, but the people that I play with right now aren't always 2.0 KDR and higher. They're just my friends that I've always had on Xbox. I've recently started doing this commentating and subscribing thing, so maybe I'll get some more subscribers that want to play with me. That'd be awesome. But like I said, you know, just keep it to make sure you're good players. This game's on Radiation. This is basically just gonna try to show y'all like how I play. Like, I always play Demolition, and I might widen my Verizon someday, but as far as I go right now, just Demolition. The reason I like Demolition is the rounds and the way you can abuse them. This game could technically last infinitely long if your team planted and defused the objectives endlessly, but we don't do that. I mean, the people we play are lucky to ever plant a bomb and just get a time extension. If you didn't know what I'm talking about, after 3 minutes in Demolition, or after someone plants a bomb and it gets blown up, you get a 3-minute time extension, and you can blow up one bomb and the second bomb the round ends, and you have to get 2 rounds to win the game. So it can technically be 3 rounds. It can be 1-1, go into overtime, and then have that final round. Demolition games can last upwards of 20, even 25 minutes, which is just plenty of time to slaughter your enemies. And the great thing about Demolition is that the spawns never change. With their recent patch, I think it was like V1.2 something, I don't know. It's their second or third patch. They initiated a new spawn system to the game, or a new spawn mechanic, that made it so you no longer just spawn away from your, or in your spawn location, but you'll try to spawn as far away from enemies as possible. So game modes such as Domination, Team Deathmatch is awful. The spawns will flip on a dime. I mean, if you kill a guy one spot and his teammates aren't around him, the spawns will flip to the entire other side of the map, which may be good, and I'd understand it for the people that can't really handle spawns. It's great for them because they can just say, oh, well, go to the other side of the map and that's where the enemies are. But it makes games like Team Deathmatch very slow-paced. I mean, if you kill somebody, their whole team's on the other side of the map, so you got to go use your Marathon Pro and hop to the other side of the map. It takes forever, and I really don't enjoy it. So that's why I really stick to Demolition anymore. Well, I've really always stuck into Demolition. I mean, even in Modern for 2 days, this is basically all I played. I didn't used to play with teams, though, but it really is the way to go. If you're a true Xbox fan and you play it quite a bit, I really would suggest either getting a bunch of good friends together or trying to find some people on YouTube that aren't so popular that maybe you can add and get good parties going together, because people that care about playing and winning really is a great way to go. You'll see here I let the enemies plant quite a few bombs. I mean, we always give them one bomb per round, and we always plant 1 bomb per round, or we might plant 2 if we're trying to win. But the thing is, we always end up winning the game. Like, I know I don't look like a team player running around here and kill whoring the whole game, but I really am doing what's best for the team because I get blackbirds, I get air support. The enemy, what I always like to say, and this is entirely truthful, if the enemy cannot get out of their spawn, they're not going to be able to plan an objective or defend an objective. And the entire game, from this point on, I mean, after we got our air support, we got our blackbirds, for the next, whatever, 8 minutes of the game, they will never leave their spawn. They will never see anything but daylight outside because they cannot get inside of these buildings. Choppers and gunships rain down upon them. Doggies, blackbirds, we know exactly where they are the entire game. Nothing can help them out right now. I mean, there's really nothing that they can do whatsoever. And all I do in this game is I build up kill streaks. I let them have one bomb. We never release our kill streaks until one bomb is planted. If they're playing attack, we let them get rid of one bomb before we release our kill streaks. That way we're sure that we can get that 3-minute time extension and release all our kill streaks after that. 3 minutes is enough for, I think, 3, maybe 4 gunships and choppers. Doggies can go during that time to get people out of buildings if they happen to get inside of them. We play the game very, very strategically, I'd say. Unlike if you get with randoms, they normally won't know what they're doing, or they'll just bum rush the objective, or they won't care about it whatsoever. I mean, it's just the two extremes for playing online with randoms. In this game, I mean, you'll see right there, a few seconds ago, I just let the guy plant the bomb. We're winning 1-1. Why not get 3 minutes in overtime, or not 3 minutes in overtime? Why not get an entire another round and go into overtime? You know, we're 1-1 right now. It's not going to hurt my win-loss ratio unless we lose the entire game, which when I've been with the team, I've never lost a game yet. Granted, the games last forever, but that's because we make them last forever. It's not because the other team is any good. We can turn any team bad. I mean, that's really the gist of it. No matter, I've played against people. We always check the KDRs. I've had games against people with 5 and 6 kill death ratios, and that's rare, obviously. But we've played with them. Sometimes they've even joined us afterwards because they just get slaughtered. I mean, when you have a team that knows what they're doing, even the best players in the game cannot handle playing against a good team. Either their team isn't good or they're not good themselves. But no matter what, most people end up rage quitting. And lobbies like this lobby was what I consider a perfect lobby, and this is very rare. But one of the biggest problems in Black Ops, which most people don't realize, is the spawns. Or not the spawns, excuse me, the matchmaking. The matchmaking in Black Ops is not good at all. You'll notice in Black Ops, if people leave, it'll never try to find anyone else, which is very, very annoying in my opinion. People will leave the game all the time in Black Ops because they just rage quit. You know, they'll get in a game and there'll be dogs and choppers above their head. I wouldn't stay either. But in Modern Warfare 2, I can count on one hand the number of games that ever got completely forfeited by the other team because the matchmaking could never find another player. But in this game, it seems to happen probably 1 of 3 games that I play with my friends. The entire game will get forfeited because of matchmaking, never finding anybody else. And that's extremely frustrating. Like, you have no idea how frustrating that is. Getting, you know, I've had 2 or 3 choppers backed up with gunships included, and everyone will leave. And it's like, cool, I got all this air support, but what can I do with it now? I mean, I've had hundreds of choppers, hundreds of dogs, hundreds of blackbirds. It's not too much fun for me anymore. Only the final score is fun. But when you have so much air support backed up, it's just aggravating to realize that if they had a better matchmaking system, I could have had hundreds of kills, or, you know, 100+ game. But instead, I've had a lot of games where I just have so much air support, and then I'll have like 50 kills. You know, 50 kills in 1 death. I might still post it, but it's not very many kills. I mean, anyone can get 50 kills in a game if you know what you're doing. Even people in my lobbies that I play with, I'll get with some friends together, and they'll be awful players. Like, I got a few friends that are just like 0.2, 0.3 kill death ratios. I've just known them forever, and I'll keep them on my friends list. And they'll get in a lobby and they'll go really positive. I mean, as long as they just need some guidance is what really most people need. And that's what I provide. I mean, when I play in a game, I tell my teammates constantly what they need to be doing. You know, and most people call that bossy and annoying. My teammates really do appreciate it because most people don't know, like, a lot of things they wouldn't think of, I guess. Like, you know, make the round last or let them plant a bomb. Most people wouldn't think about that. They think, well, we're a good team, let's go ahead and win the game. I told my friends, a few people that just started playing with me, I'm like, let them plant a bomb and we get a 3-minute time change. And they're like, oh, that's a good idea. Or I'll say, whenever you maneuver around the map, you know, just get behind some cover. They're like, oh, I never thought of that, that's a good idea. And just things like that. Like, even some people are really, really bad players, and they learn a lot, let's just put it that way. So, it's just, if you want to join my team, that'd be cool. Subscribe to me, though, guys. I really need subscribers. If you want to be cool people and definitely get on my good side on Xbox Live and have an advantage over anyone else, subscribe to me. I post, well, I haven't posted too much yet. I think I've got about 20 games up, and none of them are very good. Or, well, I mean, they're all good, but none of them are as good as the games that I have ready to post up now. I've got 30 games on my file share, all 100 pluses. I've got 40 kill death ratio games. I've got flawless games. I've got everything. And I finally got a mic, so guys, just be expecting a game daily. I'm not gonna like spam you with 6 games a day. I might post a couple cool clips in a day. Like I had a commentary yesterday. I also did a triple sticky. I thought was cool, but I'm not gonna spam with like six commentaries one day. That's ridiculous. I'll just save them up and post them when I'm not doing something. The game really is coming to an end. It's got a couple minutes left. This is really when it's just, I feel sorry for their team because they had heart. Like, they wouldn't give up. They didn't back out, and I love teams like this because they just kept going for the objective, and they never gave up. I mean, people on their team were 0 and 100, basically. I mean, it was awful. They had so many deaths. But they had heart, and they never backed out, and this is what I consider a magic lobby, like I said before. Because I can get my air support up, and they could care less. They're cowering a building, but at least they're still in the game, you know, not like quitting. So at this point, it's like we've got blackbirds in there. We've got puppies running. I've got a chopper up. I had 2 blackbirds backed up, and I call my other one in there. I had to basically wait for my blackbird to be available to be called in. That's been a big trouble recently. I've been playing in some parties, and we've had so many blackbirds in the air that I haven't been able to call in my chopper that's hidden behind my second blackbird. And that's become a big problem, not being able to call in all the air support that my teammates get. So that's really the only downfall we're playing with really good players, is that everyone gets too much air support. So I restrict my teammates. I always tell them, you know, keep a UAV and a blackbird, and then whatever third kill streak you want to have. And that normally works out very well. You don't have airspace crowded too much. Still a little bit, you know, people have to call out who gets the chopper. Obviously, I have priority over everyone. That's what I like about leading a party, is I am normally the best player, so I have priority, and I tell everyone what to do, basically. I hate to sound bossy, but that's really the gist of it. The game is over, guys. The final score is 125 kills and 21 deaths. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be posting several 100+ games, normally with half that many deaths. I mean, that was a lot of deaths. So subscribe, comment, like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.